Okay, so this is me now speaking on the system. Hopefully it will work. So this is me now speaking on the system. Hopefully it will work. Let's hope that this changes. Let's hope that this changes. I'm hoping that this system is working. I'm hoping that this system is working. This is me talking to my son Adam. Hopefully he will be able to hear me and we will be able to have a very nice system running in the event. Most of the time I'm speaking to myself because most of the time I have no idea what's going on, to be honest with you. Most of the time I'm speaking to myself because most of the time I have no idea what's going on. But in this particular case, I'm looking at some very, very nice text that is beautifully translated into Welsh, and I'm feeling very much like it's working, which is very nice. I'm feeling very much like it's working, which is very nice. So hopefully we can see that there's quite a small delay. So hopefully we can see that there's quite a small delay. And my English should be translated into Welsh. Welsh. So hopefully this will now be able to operate as a 10,000 volts workshop, and we will be able to talk to everybody on their iPhones. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane. But I'm not entirely sure whether Adam can see this yet. But I'm not entirely sure whether Adam can see this yet. The world is a happy place, I think. It's full of little men and little stars that shine above. It's full of little men and little stars that shine above. But as the clouds come in and as the rain shines, the world is quite a sad place. Okay. Current systems are reactive, not preventative. Thresholds delay until harm has occurred. Schools absorb responsibilities once held by multiple agencies. Mental health provision is fundamentally misaligned with demand. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm not sure if it does, but if it does, I'll be a happy boy. Happy, happy, happy. Let's hope this is working better. Let's hope this is working better. Let's hope this is working better. Okay, this is a test now of the system running from Python. This is a more advanced version of the system. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here am I speaking on the system. Okay, so this is a test now to see whether the system is working better or worse than it was before. I'm now going to see if I can keep speaking and the information will come out in much more fluent and considered speech. This is a test of the new system. Hopefully it now works. I'm going to pause for a bit. And then see if I get the right answers. So hopefully this is now something that will work for a while I'm talking to the students. What is clear to me is that I do need to wear a black top. This is me now speaking to the system. I'm talking to the camera, and hopefully there will be some very interesting Welsh appearing on the screen. The main issue is that the system is now functional and now operates when I speak to it. I hope this is working. This is quite tricky, to be honest with you. Hopefully this will be nice and thick. I'm rather hoping that this comes through clearly and is easy to read. I think that's it. I think you could drive yourself completely mad, if you want my honest opinion. So here is another test to see whether this works. Hopefully it does, because we want them to see it. We're rather hoping that we can get a lot of information on the system so that they can get to understand it in full Welsh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to talk to you about 10,000 volts debriefing, and it's very important for me that you understand that we are dealing with both English and Welsh. Oh, dearie me. Hello?
You call me, my boy?
Yes, are you in the shed?
Yes.
Log on to data breach.
Coming. Yes. Oh, there you go.
Hello,
That's
this
it.
is me speaking to you in
That's
the
right.
land of Enfield Town. It's so important that we managed to get this very important subtitling system working, because otherwise we would have some militant people who would be very irritated that I wasn't speaking in Welsh.
Now, do you want to switch your actual translation bit to use Google Translate rather than what are you using right now, Llama?
I'm using
What are you using, my boy?
I'm using Llama modified with my speech modifiers, which
Yes.
makes it spoken, and Claire says to me that this is good enough.
Okay. Now, if that's all you, if you're happy with that, then that's fine. Switching it out to just use Google Translate instead of Llama will probably give you like 10% more accuracy, maybe. So we're not talking huge about. But like, if you wanted to, it's probably not that difficult to change in your pipeline either. But,
No, I don't think so. I think that let's leave this. This works. It's done, right? And it's for now. Yes. This is OBS using a stream, an updated text file.
Yes. I mean, it's cool. It works. It's just, yeah, it's just my research about. I think they said, like, I'll give you the number. I think they said this method is about 78% accurate on Welsh.
Well, I'll apologise ahead, because when we create this as a Indian thing or whatever, then we'll work on it. Now, I've noticed.
Ironically, if we do any other language,
it's
right,
perfect.
especially having European language.
Yes.
You'll get a 99.8% translation score off of your llama. But not Welsh, though. No, Welsh you're looking at 78% or something.
Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to see what it says.
I can see it.
78%. There we go. 78%'s come up.
Yeah, I see it. I've been reading it. But interestingly enough, I have been seeing what I've said come out a lot.
Oh, good.
Why is that?
Because I'm on speaker and you're in front of the mics.
Oh, okay. Just like it going in and out, basically, sound going in and out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, you're in front of the microphones, but doing the transcribing, so that's why it's picking you up. Okay, if you look at the page, can you see you've got some tags? BR. Is that for that? Is that because I copied it from a?
Yeah, I don't know how you got the BR in there. I think you must have put it in by pasting.
Yeah, I think I pasted that from a website. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's not a fair test.
No, I think that is me fucking you over, actually. Oh, I wonder how me fucking you over comes out in Welsh.
Well, it'll come out somehow. Just say fuck a few times.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
Fuck you. There it is.
Note to self: wear a black Hydra shirt on the night, so that it's got a contrast. Yeah. Yeah.
Or you can try and do if you're using OBS.
Yes.
You can try and do like what you really want is black outline.
Oh, I want a box over it, don't I? Yeah.
Well, no, you don't want a box over it.
Under it.
The font.
Yeah.
Listen to me carefully. I'm giving you specific instructions.
I'm going in. Hold on. I'm going in. I'm here. Bear with me, old boy. Look, you can see you cussing me in Welsh. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go into properties. Yeah, I'm in. Select fonts.
And then you want to look for outline. If there's like a something called outline. An outline is like a way to make text have a black outline, and it doesn't matter what colour it is in the middle, it would look okay on whatever backgrounds are in. Let me see if I want OBS.
Oh.
Pattern there. Outline text. Text and outline. Did you do it? Oh, maybe you can't.
Background opacity. Here we go. I've just moved that up to 28%. See what happens. Ah, there you go. That works. Hold on. I found it.
Oh yeah, just a little. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, there we go.
That's good.
How about that?
Very good.
Very good.
So the 10kb is working then, out of the box.
Out of the box. Your video streaming is working. We need to not worry ourselves about that.
I think we need to make don't we need to make the thumbnail a bit bigger though on this one?
Well, no, because I'm gonna start them with me big, like you saw.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm going to leave that on. I'm going to say the event's going to start in about 10 minutes. Let everybody join.
And then what you can do, right? I think as like just as like because this is the first time we're going to run this 10 kV version on the cloud on our system. Blah blah blah. Set exactly the same thing up in Plesk as well or something, and then you can just literally just tell them or something to just go to the other domain, and then you just carry on. You know, just in case as a backup.
Oh, you mean I'll put on the 10 kV cloud one? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, just run both.
Yeah.
Just for this first one, and then after this first one, I don't care anymore, and we can just run on this one, right?
Oh yeah, I'll set up the same stream URL and the same questions. Yeah.
And then we just have a fallback to go. Can you just use this URL instead, or something like that? You know.
The good news is I don't think there's going to be too many on. I think there's only going to be about 15 people on it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not.
It's a good first test.
It is a nice gentle test. I like that background. That's good. I like that.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's readable.
15 Obol Orni. That's 15 people going to be on. No, I'll run with this. This is fine. This is easy to set up. It's a Python script.
We got Welsh comments, right? We haven't got by translational comments yet, but we've got Welsh, English to Welsh. I probably can't get that new fix in time for tomorrow or Tuesday. Like,
yeah.
I think that's.
I think if they write in Welsh. Yeah, if they write in Welsh only, right?
Yeah.
Then it's going to appear like I did, that my comment. I put a Welsh comment in somewhere, didn't I? Yeah.
They would just double Welsh it, shouldn't it? Is that what it happens?
I don't know, let's find out. Let me put a bit of Welsh in. Hang on.
Your screen not so big because I can't click on anything.
No, but you can... Are you on the phone?
No, I'm on my PC.
Oh, I'll put it as I'll make it small. Hold on.
Let's make it small.
Yeah, bear with me, caller. There we go. Oh, it's asked me to log in again.
Yeah, I have noticed this. Is it logging you out quicker?
Yeah.
That might be something that we might have to
I think Emlyn changed that for me.
Okay.
He doubled it. I don't mind if it's fucking ever. That's what I'm.
Yeah, but it might also be, as you know, like related to the environment as well.
Yeah.
Like the session might not be being held by NNIX or something, you know. Well, I don't know.
Alright.
I'll have a look into that one.
Now, when I go little, which I'll do in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll live with that. I might even drag it down a little bit. Okay, so that's me small. Okay. Now. Let me put in some Welsh and see what your system does. I've got some Welsh. Bear with. I'll take it from Word so it's got no any.
I can't quite remember what I did.
Okay, here we go. Bear with. Caller. The call is important to us. Welsh. Oh, fuck. Pressed the wrong one. File. Oh, no, I didn't. Word's had a bit of a moment. Oh, will you stop? No. Okay, here we go. Here is some beautiful Welsh. Control C. I'm going to put it onto here. Submit. Right, that's some Welsh. That's a Welsh person writing in Welsh.
Okay, so in that case, it detected it as source language. I have done this actually. So it detected it. It skipped it because it skipped it on purpose because it detected it as Welsh.
Right.
So we don't want to skip it. We actually want to put it to English instead, right?
Yes.
Which is not that bad because I've already got the source detection. I forgot I put this in.
Okay.
Source language, yeah, look, so it did comment text, translated text, source language, translations, so that's skipped.
So it did
Yeah.
see it as Welsh.
Yeah, it did. That's why it didn't do it to English. Or it didn't do it to Welsh again.
Right, so we just need a little switch there.
So you just need that, instead of it skipping it, to actually put it to English instead.
Yes.
Yeah, that should be fine. I'll do that. Okay, cool.
Now, I'm finding a bit in OBS a little troublesome, if I'm going to be honest. It's very, very, yeah, I'll save it. Okay, so the little red box that is the text box on my left-hand screen, which are the words, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I lower it somewhat, it all goes wrong.
What, the size? Are you talking about
Yeah.
the size of the text of this overlay?
Yeah, it just all goes. It doesn't.
What do you mean it goes wrong, though?
It doesn't let me take it down.
What, smaller?
Oh, hold on. I'm using the arrow keys now, not the mouse. Ah, it's gone. Okay, let's see what happens now. It should now be much lower in my frame. Okay, I need to say quite a lot because it's only one line there. So hopefully, if it has a whole load of text, we need to see what it would do if it had a whole load of text.
That was a bit small. It's a bit small now.
Yeah, it doesn't really give you control. It sort of. That's quite a big one coming. It's still too high, but if you put it lower, okay, this big one coming now, right, will show you what happens.
It's
look.
not wrapping, like, if it's small, but it's massive, and if it's big, it's really
I'll
small.
have to speak in long sentences, which I don't have a problem
you
doing.
can't just figure it out.
It's not massively intuitive, Adam. I'm gonna tell.
Right. Okay. You'll figure it out. You're a clever man.
Good. All right. Well, look, we've almost got a system.
I'll have a go at trying to get this instead of just skipping to going back to English, and then. So that's just a rule, man. So if they speak in the source language instead of it being skipped, it translates to English.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a rule.
Yeah, just a rule.
And that's fine.
Good. All right. Well, I'm feeling quite confident about Tuesday, but I will set it up on 10kb cloud as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a small little one. I think you're going to be alright, right?
I think so. It's not 400 people with dads. We're at 400% CPU.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
I think you're going for a little 10kb here, and
oh look, it's come up with CPU.
this is how. Look, this is the database, and you can see why that last one got skipped because the source language.
Where have you put this in WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Let me have a look.
These are my new columns. So it used to just be common text.
Ah.
So we've got now translated text, source language, translation status, and translated app.
Very
You
good.
can see on that one that you did, it detected it as source language CY correctly, as Welsh, which might or might not always work, depending on how much they've written, because...
Or whether or not they can actually bloody well write in Welsh.
Exactly. They could write incorrectly in Welsh, or a very small amount of text that doesn't get detected right, so maybe there's a problem here, potentially, but with a bit of Welsh, it detected it was Welsh, and skipped it, but we just want to put that to English. So
Yes.
translate text would just be in English.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, like this is a small change.
I like a small change.
It's a small change. It's funny, I covered this point, but by knowing that I shouldn't have to say Welsh twice, but I didn't do it in the way that we would have wanted, which is to actually translate it back to English. I was more worried about it just be in Welsh twice.
And worse, in bad Welsh twice.
Twice.
Well, no, good Welsh translated to bad Welsh.
Bad Welsh.
Good. All right.
Yeah, good and bastardised Welsh next to each other. Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid.
Oh look, I've got ha 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 in. How funny is that? That's very funny.
Okay, dude.
Alright,
will
see
do
you.
it, and then I'll just let you know when it's up.
Alright, cheers, bye. Hello? Are you back home?
No, I'm in the car on my way back.
Are you driving?
Yes, on hands-free.
Oh no, that's okay. I need you to be in front of something, that was all.
Ah, okay.
I think we're okay. I think we've got a system that will work in English to Welsh. We're just fiddling around at the moment from Welsh back to English. We've got
Right.
the live transcriptions occurring under me. So you're going to get me in rough old Welsh, right?
Okay, yeah.
But as good as we can get. And I'll tell them that at the beginning. Like, this is the first one out of the box. We worked until this morning to actually make this work.
And bear in mind, the demographic we've got, probably, so it'll be, well, I don't know, I'm assuming they're Newport-based, some of them maybe, but you may not have your usual, strong, down here you would have needed it, but I'm not sure it'll be as prevalent there, so it'll be fine, it'll be absolutely fine.
Okay, so three things for you just as you're driving. I've done the huge report on the 10,000 volts. I've done the short report on the 10,000 volts. I've sent them both to you and to Louise. And
Okay.
I've sent what can be distributed to the delegates in both English and Welsh.
Okay, brilliant.
I found a site which is only came alive 8 days ago, which is part of the Welsh Government project, which creates the best Welsh that they've had.
Ah, okay.
It's called Deep L. It costs £8 a month to be a member of Deep L, but what interestingly it does for us is it allows us to have a plug-in in the browser, and we'll translate everything in the browser into Welsh, which means my reports that my system generates, I can change to Welsh straight away and copy the Welsh straight into the reports.
Oh, that's clever, then.
Well, it's not very clever if you happen to be a Welsh translator whose whole business is translating Welsh from the Welsh government.
No.
That's a bit of the end of your line of your work, actually.
Yes, yeah, okay. And now, obviously, now that you've done that, are you in a position to share the link to the event?
I sort of am, but I'm trying. Put it this way: I will send it to you, and okay, this is my thinking, my critical incident thinking here, right? We'll have two events. We'll have the one that I'm testing now, yeah, which will be a URL that you'll send to them all, and we'll have a backup one if the original one fails.
Right, okay.
And what they will need to be told on the email is, we're coming to this event, click on this first one, and it has our first attempt at bilingual 10,000 volts. We can say we've worked really quite hard to make this work. If there are any problems during the debrief, then we will ask you to move to the second one.
Right, okay.
Which will not have bilingual.
Fine. Okay, and don't forget, you're not going to have big numbers unless a load is registered over the weekend. The numbers are going to be small.
Yeah, which is quite a nice test for Adam, because he's like, you know, he's quite pleased that it's a low number. The first time I did the mobile system, I did with 450 people in LRFs all over the country, which he found a little bit stressful, if I'm going to be honest.
Yes, I bet. Okay.
And then the other thing to so the Louise Claire email this morning is ready to be sent to the delegates.
Right.
There is a 1,000,000-page report on this, which takes in far more detail, right? Which is just useful for us when we're working with these people to make a project or whatever from.
Yeah. Or for the researchers.
Yes.
But yeah, nobody's going to read that. So the reality of it is, if it's a much less report, that would be useful. Which I'll take the lead from Louise as to when she wants to share that.
Yeah. Well, I think she needs to share it to everybody who was there.
Yes. Okay.
Well, anyway, have a look. I've sent to you the one that I'm expecting to be sent out in Word format, and I've sent the full report in PDF format.
Right. Okay. I shall have a look later on now once I get back.
Okay. Well, there was one other thing I was going to tell you. No, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm sure you'll remember later.
I'm sure I will. How's your teeth? Oh no, it was the opticians. Yes.
Opticians today,
Yeah.
so I noticed a slight change in my prescription, so I thought I'd better get it checked.
Everything okay?
Well, I think so, but he does want me to have a blood glucose check.
Oh God.
So, yeah, I was like, oh, right, okay. So I need to go and do that now, tomorrow probably. You got to fast for 8 hours. He doesn't think it's anything, but he said do that. But if not, it could be just the fact that you're getting old.
Okay, well I'm not saying a word. The only thing that we haven't done, Miss, is we haven't done the questions.
All right, yes, for tomorrow night.
Yes. So I do need the questions to put into the system. I mean, if you could possibly be bothered.
Yeah, well, we can make them up. It's just about culture and public services. So yeah,
We want to get a misogynistic one in there.
Yeah, we need to. Well, this tomorrow night is about us proving a case for the development of a public service culture and conduct exercise. So wider than police, wider than fire. I'm talking local authorities. I'm talking health, education, etc. So and these are just general members of the public. So they could their responses could be far and wide. So how do we, make them become quite focused then? What sort of questions do we ask in order to focus them in? Otherwise, it's going to be a very wide debrief, isn't it?
Yes.
So I'll have a think, and I'll send you some ideas, and then you can tweak as you see fit.
Okay, my dear.
Happy?
Happy.
All right, I'll speak to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, just like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's a little translate 10 kV for them now. You can do it.
It now works, but it also works for every language.
It does. Well, any languages that I put in that drop-down list, because they are specifically supported by Google Translate. So
Yeah.
those are the languages, but there's a lot of languages there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hebrew's in there, you know.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
built this as well to support. So it supports 3 models, right? It supports DeepL, which doesn't work yet, but when it does,
Yeah.
Google Translate, and Grok.
Perfect.
Alright, so that's the 3 it supports, and we hopefully will go to DeepL a bit later on, and that'll give us better results.
But look at the
And right
quality
now I'm paying for the Google Translate, but it's cheap.
Yeah, but look at the
Go on.
quality that you've got. If you go to someone's writing and to the Welsh and look at the translation.
I mean, it does a pretty good. I mean, Google Translate, I think, is about like 95% good.
Yeah.
So it'll be good enough for them, right?
Oh, totally. And I love the way it appears in blue. Right?
Yeah.
Is there any? Is blue a colour-blind colour?
No, people can see blue. Yeah.
Okay. So
links are blue, aren't they? Like generally, like that's the standard colour for a link, blue, light blue. So
yeah, I think this is it's done bun.
done bun. And the beauty of it is that when you do run a big fat fucking massive one, all the comments will be uninterrupted. So from like you know a bit of PHP now, right?
I do.
So what actually happens is after the request that adds the comment finishes, right, returns its status code of 200. The request is totally over from the client's point of view. You know, it's returned in DevTools. You just see it as a completed event now, request. But what happens is after that happens, a shutdown event occurs, and we capture that. And when that happens, that's when we run our routine to go and translate it and update it. And so by the next tick or by the next time the data comes and is fetched, that's why you see the translation come out.
Lovely.
So it's like all the requests could just go like a million mile an hour. The translations, the only thing that can happen with the translations is just slower. That they're just coming in through slower.
Yeah.
But the comments will be already in the table and being fetched, and
yeah.
You know,
perfect.
So nobody would ever.
And if they never come back, they never come back.
They just never exactly.
Yeah.
And it's important because they do queue, like they are sequential, but they are. So the sequential, so you don't hit like usage and you know, rate limiting problems. Yeah. But yeah, so say for example you suddenly dump 200 comments in 10 seconds, say, as a very extreme benchmark here.
I have done that to you.
Yeah, because I know that. So say if we do that, 200 comments in like, let's say in 30 seconds, right? That will be 200 translations being queued up and sequentially done. Everybody will see instantly though the 200 comments because they're already in the database now and are fetched, and that's why everybody sees them. And then as the PHP shutdown threads finish their translations, that's when they update. You know, so it comes through as like a one by one, but kind of quick until it's all done. So maybe in realistic terms, another 20 seconds or 30 seconds maybe after everyone finished.
Yeah, well,
you would see everybody's comments translated or something.
Perfect. You know,
because we're using cloud and Grok and stuff, and there is no
delay.
Not really,
no.
Because they can just take it as fast as we can give it to them. Really, you know?
Yeah. On the response time, we could, because we're on your pod, we could knock that down to 20.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And really, I've done this because I did this before as the main work. I made this like system where it can scale now, so I can actually have 5 CTOLs pods.
Excellent.
You know, so actually going forwards for big events, please God we ever do any more, will we do? We are in a very different world because I'll just scale up the pods. And our MySQL database, where a lot of the work happens, is separate outside of the cluster. It's hosted by Azure as a separate place. So like the CPU on that database is going to get busy. We'll have 5 pods responding to all the requests, so everybody's requests are going to be snappy and instantly served, you know. And CTOS will be a beast. Essentially, by splitting it up into pods and doing the whole Kubernetes scaling shit, solved CTOS' bad performance problems in a different way without touching the code, you know.
I think you it's perfect. Okay, as I'm now feeling comfortable, there is one thing we could do. You know, when the player is being shown, it overlaps the text.
Or behind it, like the questions and stuff.
Yeah. We could actually reduce the width of the.
Or, because I had this idea a little bit earlier and I tried it, but I don't know. Or, what you can do is add some opacity to the video, so you can just see through it a bit. You don't need to be perhaps like in crystal clear, like 100%.
No, so you can make it, yeah.
And you just in HTML, all you do is target the video element and say, give it an opacity of 0.7 or something.
Why has it got? Why has it got a little bit of CTOLs behind my video? Is that my OBS?
Yeah. Your frame of your OBS is not quite right. Yeah. I see that too. On the left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm helping Emlyn, so I'll leave you. Okay.
Okay. No worries. Thanks. See you. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Okay, this is the final test. Is this working? Okay, this is a final test. Hopefully this all works. Okay, that's working fine. This is a final test to see whether or not it works. Now let's see if this is clearer. Now let's see if this is clearer. I'm trying to find the right colour for this to work in. And now I'm using it in white. Hopefully this will not fill outside the frame. It needs to stay in the frame no matter how many words are spoken. It all needs to stay inside the frame, irrespective of how many times people are speaking. Even if there's a lot to say, we need to make sure that we keep it all in the same frame. Now I'm going to see if I can make it a little bit clearer. And now I put it at 85, hopefully that's a bit clearer. But if there are more than one set of words and it's continuous, then I wonder if 85 actually allows it to work. It's quite important to say it all. But if it isn't available to be seen in all its splendour, then one has to stop talking and then give it a chance to give itself a little bit more clarity. Okay, so now this is quite a large amount of text that I'm going to be speaking. Hopefully it will be clear enough for me to be able to be understood. It's very important that when I do speak for a long period of time, what is actually on the screen is what I'm actually saying, because if it isn't, it's very, very irritating. That's more like it. Hopefully that will move me up in the screen and you will see me with more clarity when I'm talking. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to actually make this as big as I can with clarity. hopefully it will get bigger and we should be able to see more information. Oh look, now there's a black bit on the right. I moved it to the left and now it's moved to the right. Let's see if this makes any difference in the transition. Oh, that's better. Now we've got clarity all over the screen. Hopefully we've got nothing now showing on the left, but what we're trying to do is to allow them to see what's going on. Well, that's very interesting. There needs to be a description of the amount of translation that one can actually get from this event. It's important that we actually do create this event so that we are able to operate in the strongest and most powerful bilingual way. It is working though, there's no doubt about it. Hopefully it should now be working through. I'm rather hoping that I'm able to talk to myself and you can hear me and the information is coming over very clearly. Hopefully this will now be with me appearing in the top right hand corner with a much reduced size. If this is working on the iPhone or the PC, then I'd be very happy, but if it's not working on the PC, that'll be disappointing. Hopefully it will move into the right location and will appear as under good. That's very good to hear. Thank you very much, Andrew. Now what we need to find out is whether or not it works on your Android. Very good. I'm glad that the subtitles are working in Welsh. Now we need to find out whether or not this will work on the phone. If it does, I will be happy. good. As long as the subtitles are operating in Welsh, then that would be amazing. Oh yes, that's because I've made it big. Let me make it small. Okay, I should now appear on the as a postage note on the phone as opposed to a screen right across the front. If that is working, then I'll be very happy. Thank you very much indeed. That is how I start the debrief, with me appearing across the screen, and then what happens is I move into the corner when the debrief is actually running. Hello. There should be 30 seconds. There's a delay. It's a random. It's where you came in on the clock. Yeah. Oh, interesting. That should be the same stream. Yeah. I don't know. I think that the fact that it's actually working on an Android phone gives me a feeling of joy. So there's a couple of Python scripts that are actually doing the transcription and then writing to a text file, and then the OBS streamer then reads the text file and then starts to overlay it on the video. So that's the video streaming side of it. On Adam's side of it, if you go into, on your PC it's easier, if you go into the first question where it says test, and you just type something in there, so are you on the first question, or are you clicked on the test in the first session? So if you click on that and it opens, click on the test, and then you should see, starting with hello father, how did classical Latin become so coherent? Yes. What you should have now is, if you click in the bottom left hand corner and then type something in nice English for me, like whatever you want to type, and hit the submit key. So you have what have you written? This is Andy's input. So I can see this is Andy's input, and I can see the Welsh. You cannot see the Welsh. You can just see this is Andy's input, right? But if I but if I reply to you, oh, hang on, I pressed the wrong button here. If I reply to, hang on, I've got to write something meaningful, obviously. To. So if I now submit my response to you, right, you'll have a little 1 next to this is Andy's input. Yours, Andy's input, should have gone into Welsh. And then beneath it is a reply with some useful information, which should also be in Welsh. if you click on the little one next to, and it should have /Welsh. I don't have the Welsh until somebody does some, or someone does anything anywhere in the system. My system is in, like, I'm not using up bandwidth. Yes. So if you clicked on test again, right, which closes it and opens it, yes, and now you just wrote something else in there, like your Andy's second input, and sent that. No, not under your phone, just under test, yeah. Then you said this is another comment from Andy, and I've got it in Welsh as well, right? But you haven't, yes. But in another part of the event, I'm gonna click on as ASDAS, the next one down. You don't click on it, right? I'm gonna click on it, and I'm just gonna say I'm gonna write something, and when I do this, your English should translate. So I've just written something random, right? And this is another comment from Andy, should have gone into Welsh now. No, you can't see it. So all you get is, this is another comment from Andy, you don't get any Welsh. Yeah, so there's a delay, etc. So you did nothing, but your original comment is now in Welsh. And because 3 reasons. One, when you type something, it just goes into the database and then goes off to the translator. So there is a couple of seconds on that. Secondly, the way 10,000 volts works is the machines are not continuously polling and using up masses of bandwidth. And then when someone else writes something, it triggers and then it refreshes. Because otherwise everything would be searching for everything continuously. No, they'll be told on the briefing that is not the case. That when they, yes, it is, but we will say it's a bilingual system. When you write something, you will see it in. They can write in Welsh as well, and it will translate to English, or Hindu, or Arabic, or Hebrew, or whatever. Right, it's completely any language you could possibly imagine. But me, whenever I ran a 10,000 volts in a foreign language, I had to have a translator next to me reading things to me, because I didn't know what was going on in the debrief. But there's a legislation requirement in Wales to actually be bilingual. So what's interesting about this is it complies with that. It's running on Adam's cluster, not my existing one. So you can see that the video delay is only a couple of seconds behind me. Yeah. Yeah, that's streaming through YouTube, but I'm a paid up member, premium member of YouTube, so I get a stream as opposed to a gamer. Now that was such a lot of work, Andy, because what it translated was Welsh, but not really spoken Welsh. and so there's a whole layers of modifiers that joins words and does the various things that words that Welsh spoken language does to actually make it proper Welsh. Um, so that's a Python script that's listening to my webcam mic and then overlaying it as a text layer on my OBS streamer, which is streaming to YouTube, which is then acting in a player inside the app. It's not straightforward, Andy. I'm telling you, none of this is straightforward. Yeah, see, I've just paid £8. Well, the university will pay it in the end, but I've just started a trial to, we were talking about the end of the line for jobs, right? There is 8 days ago, a website created a new language in its deck called Welsh, and it's a learning, it's a learning LLM, so a learning AI model. So as it starts to get more and more and more, it just gets better and better at it, effectively. But up until now, you had to go to a translator in Wales to actually get your documents translated. So when I signed up for my 1 month free, it also gave me a plug-in to my web browser. And now when I run my AIQA tools, I click on the button and everything on the page is in Welsh. As would this page be as well. Yeah, but then it would be Jacob Star Welsh, or not understand you. So yeah, they get quite into it because they get hot and bothered about it all, so they've got something to say. So I'm running this tomorrow night in on our online session in Wales, and Adam and I just finished the code 15 minutes ago. The fact that it worked on your Android phone was my Waterloo there, really. We found out why it didn't work is that the video window was too small to display the play button. So even though it looked like a play button, there was nowhere for you to press. Hence you pressed on me and went to my YouTube channel. But now you can't click off that video. You're stuck with it. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. It's not frozen on my machine, and I'm streaming to YouTube. You might be, because it's using its audio. Yeah, it's using its audio channel. Yeah, yeah. Be interesting if when we get off the phone, if I continue going. No. No, I'm hoping you don't. I'm hoping you can have a call and a debrief. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll stop this call and then I'll call you back and tell me what happened. Bye. I'm frozen even when you're off the phone. No, you shouldn't. There's nowhere to click if it's up. In fact, there is a frame to stop you clicking on it over the top of it, an invisible frame. But in a different place. Right, so... Alright, so come on, we'll come off the phone, leave it at 30 seconds or so, and I'll go, oh, yeah, okay. Hello?
Yeah, still interesting. It refroze, but I don't think it will auto restart. But I wonder if I go away and come back.
Alright, try that. So if someone gets a call in the middle of it, it screws them. Yeah. And what happens if you restart the page? Refresh the page? Yeah, press it while you're talking to me. Right, so the test is it kills it. Yes. Alright, try a restart. We'll end the call and then receive. Yeah. Okay. Did it? Okay, so what happens if you close your browser and re-click on the link that I sent you on WhatsApp? Okay. Without having to log back in. Okay, so what I could do is I can. Right, so I'll come off the phone. Okay. I wonder if this is now working. Yeah, it is. I wonder if this is now working with the transition. Let's see if this works. What we're trying to see is the system working. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. some audio to come out and to get some video to come out. Let's see if I can make that work. And to get some video. Now I'm going to open up the webcam and transist. Okay, here we are now working with the new system, and it should now be working fine. Welcome everybody to the 10,000 volt system. My name is Jonathan Kriego. Okay. I am speaking, and hopefully this should work. I'm not sure if it is. I am seeing Is this working? Who knows? Okay, I'm now going to see if this works. But I can't see any text. I still can't see any text in the terminal window. This is me now seeing whether or not it works. I can see the text coming out, but I cannot see anything in the terminal. Hello, this is a test. I can't see any audio coming out of the system at all now. Yes, I can. Okay, thank you. This is a test now, starting from scratch, and it is working on the subtitles, but not on the terminal. Now I'm speaking into the microphone and it is fine, but I still see nothing in the terminal. This is a test now to see whether or not it's working. It's still showing very low volume. I'm not sure if it is actually working. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is a test of me talking. Hopefully it does work. I've kept quiet for a long time. But now I'm talking. This is me now testing with the live system running as an executable. It is visible but no captions. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's saying one dwag again. I'm now testing this to see whether it works. It is working, but I'm seeing no captions. No. Hello, hello. This is a test now to see whether it works. It is running, and hopefully it should be working. There are no words being produced that aren't actually correct. Okay. Hopefully this is now working. I am a little bit disappointed to see Deutsch and Law come in again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stop talking and see what happens. Okay, this is my final test before Sharon comes home. Hopefully this will now work. I really want to find out whether this is a working system.